So this session is 30 minutes long. We talk and discuss. It's an open discussion. I will start the conversation, but I certainly am looking for other people to join in with your own knowledge and understanding. The topic today is gratitude, which I love. And after we talk for about 10 minutes, we'll move into it's about 10 minutes of meditation. And part of that kit will be guided. I'll just lead a little bit with some comments that I have, some thoughts that I have, and then we'll leave about 5 minutes for quiet reflection. So that's the plan for today. All right, so gratitude. I really love gratitude. And, all of these concepts to me seem so simple. And when I was younger, I used to laugh everything off and say, oh, I don't need to think or focus on that. That's so simple. That's always a part of me. But I really have needed to focus on it. And it has made an extraordinary difference in my life. So I think of it as a simple word with extensive and positive implications. There are a lot of studies right now that have looked at gratitude and its impact on very many things in our lives, in our physical, in our emotional lives, in our spiritual lives, and they are mostly positive. Some of them seem to need a little bit more work, but in terms of the things that gratitude and having a gratitude mindset can do is to really ignite the parasympathetic nervous system, right? The place that brings all those good hormones in, kind of pulls down the intensity of feeling and helps us to be in a calmer state. So that's really the most important thing. So all of the other goodies that come with that, things like lowering blood pressure, healthier heart systems, dealing with anxiety and anxious thoughts, all of those things are tied into this reduction in trying to control and trying to manage everything. So practicing gratitude is really just the way to be. It's a very simple process. I think the hard part comes in the ability to do it routinely. And for me, doing things routinely, especially when you're in a good place, is the way to do it. So that the bonus and the benefit and the routine and the comfort of that moment in the good times is what can carry us through in the really difficult times. So I write gratitudes every day, and I do feel that using a journal for gratitudes is really important. There's something about writing things down, saying them out loud, thinking them in the mind, doing all of those things that is very powerful. Is anybody working on a gratitude practice specifically, or using gratitude in your life in any particular way? I'd love to hear that. So there's this idea that positive thinking can advance us forward in life. And I think what I am learning is that it isn't, positive thinking is enormous and important, but it isn't just the positive thinking. There has to be more that goes with that. And so that's one of the reasons I love Reiki and the idea of raising energy. But gratitude is it can be a part of that positive thought and that putting the positivity out there and setting that as a little seed in the brain, in the heart, in the body. Rocio says, I do write every night at least 3 things I'm grateful for. That's great. AJ says daily gratitude meditation. Nice. I'm wondering, AJ, do you do that on your own? Do you follow somebody else's? I know there are many gratitude scripts that you can do for yourself, but there are also ways you can listen to audio tracks and then also just use it in your own meditation every day. Sharon says, I try every hour to say thank you. Interesting. It helps. And Cherry Berry says, daily gratitude. I say it out loud when I'm at home. Victoria, I love this. I say it when I'm grateful for in my car every day. And that is a very cool idea, right? Because we're doing this very mindless action. If you drive, you know that you don't even think about it anymore. It's just automatic. And so adding that gratitude to that process, to that routine could be really, really powerful. And one of the things, Sharon, I know you mentioned saying thank you. I was also reading and thinking about this, about how often we might say thank you in our day, and whether we should sit down for just a moment and consider what it is. Why are we saying that? Why is it so valuable? Where is that gratitude located? And why is it so powerful? So the words thank you are so important, but the meaning behind it is important also. You know, that simple thank you when you're at a store and somebody's giving you the receipt or your change or whatever. I don't know, do people use cash anymore? Why are you thanking them? Why is it so important that that interaction was meaningful, that it garnished a thank you? Or it needed you felt it was important to say thank you. AJ says, anytime I'm constricted, I refocus on gratitude. So what do you mean when you say restricted, AJ? That's a really interesting word. But yes, to bring us back, to refocus, to help, constricted, you said, not restricted, constricted, AJ said. Just to bring us back to present, to reality, to the understanding that our positives in life, even though they don't seem like a lot, will always outnumber the negatives. AJ says constricted feeling is meaning tightness or stress. Beautiful. So one of the things I've also been exploring is the quantum realm, which of course Reiki is involved in, right? Energy. And the whole idea of sharing gratitude for something that you want to occur in the future. And that we don't have to we can certainly be grateful for things that have happened in the past. We can be grateful for things that occur right now, of course. And then let's be grateful for what we want to occur in the future and keep putting that out there. Again, it's more than just those thoughts, but that's a beginning. So for me, I do keep a gratitude. I write my gratitudes down every day. So keeping a journal can be helpful, gratitude journal. And there's so much to talk about that. We say it really easily, but it can be pretty involved. But maybe that's for another time. I love to do gratitude walk also, where as I'm walking, and this is very much in keeping with the idea of driving, I think, because it's movement. So for me, movement is very creative. So whether I'm moving in the car, on a bike, walking, any movement at all, for me is creative. So when I walk, sometimes I do a gratitude walk and I just keep reciting these gratitudes in my life. Often they're things I'm seeing, around in nature, but also the stuff that's coming up in my life. There's also let me see. AJ says gratitude for hard things in recognizing they are serving a key purpose. God, that is so good. And that's one of the things that practice can really help us with, is understanding that we may not know why things are occurring now, but down the line, it may be revealed. So let's have gratitude for the struggles as well, because we will learn. That's a really great point. When our kids were small, so we don't do it as much anymore, but I don't know why. Sometimes at Thanksgiving, we'll do this called the gratitude game, where you take the alphabet. You start at A and you go to Z, and everybody takes a letter and shares something that they're grateful for. And it's fun. it just kind of throws that whole concept out there, but makes you think a little more deeply because there are so many things, right, to find gratitude for. We should move into our meditation. So find your comfortable place. You can be wherever you'd like, sitting, lying down, standing, a combination. You can have your animals with you, your crystals, whatever you'd like. Just find yourself settling, grounding into your space. Focusing for a moment on your breath and making your way into deepening that breath. So it's a little fuller. It reaches into more places in your being. And today we welcome in Reiki energy. If you are a practitioner, also bring it in for self-Reiki. We ask Reiki to come in to our presence today, surrounding us, swirling, moving through and in us as we focus a meditation on gratitude, knowing that Reiki will always be available for us for our highest and greatest good. Perhaps we can use the breath today to guide us in some visualization, in some affirmation using gratitudes. I'm going to suggest the breath, but if that is not in sync with how, things that work for you, then you do it in your own way. We'll start simply with some gratitudes. If you want to, just let gratitude be free flow for yourself. As you breathe in, let the gratitude come in. The words, the visualization. You can audibly say it out loud or keep it within. So breathe in the gratitude and exhale the gratitude. I am grateful for breath. I am grateful for breath. I am grateful for clean air. I am grateful for clean air. I am grateful for a new day. I am grateful for a new day. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful for my body. I am grateful that I support my health. I am grateful that I support my health. I am grateful for community. grateful for community. I am grateful for life. I am grateful for life. And you can continue your focus on one or a flood of gratitudes. So if you'd like to just focus on one gratitude, one thing you're grateful for, and keep that in your mind, in your breath. Or if you want to let the flow and flood of gratitudes pour through you, but now you can make it more specific to yourself. Personalize it to your life, including people, things, events, physical or emotional manifestations. And again, even those future events that you will have occur. And hold them in your present as if they have already happened. And we'll take a few moments in quiet for us to do this for ourselves. And keep your breath flowing as you consider your gratitudes. Find a way to complete that gratitude flow that you have perhaps going on within. And perhaps finish off with an offer of gratitude to community, to technology, for our ability to experience these meditations together. And take a deep breath in right down to your core and let it out. And I'll recite the Reiki precepts. Just for today, I will not anger. I will not worry. I will be grateful. I will work diligently. And I will be kind. And give yourself a moment just to bring yourself back to this reality, this community. If your eyes are closed, take your time to sliver the light in. And of course, drink your water.